0 against RagnaroK. He's like, oh, I didn't know. And he kind of smiles and laughs. And that's like always what they answer. They never actually know their records against each other. And when it's just occurred to me, because then I thought back to the old Starcraft one-player Testy and how he had, if she was interviewing him, he'd be like, no, I'm 13-0.
Yeah. Oh, we got to talk about that more in the game. That's funny. Yeah. We did it. 4003. We made it.
Jin Air Green Wings. Maru.
But wait until we get 4004. You know you can spell that either direction, and it's still 4004.
You know what that's called?
No.
A palindrome.
A palindrome, thank you.
Yes.
You know what that is in mine over there?
What?
A drone.
Chivo.
Whoa.
RagnaroK.
I can teach you things too, Artosis.
Yeah, no, you can. Did you know that it is palindrome week right now?
It's palindrome week?
Yes, if you write out the date. Like, for instance, right now, 9/11/19. And this week is palindrome week, and we won't have another one for 92 years.
What?
Yes.
That's... Whoa. Really? It's palindrome week?
Tell me, now teach me something else, Tastes, because you taught me that thing was a drone for this game I played 21 years. Now teach me something else. Come on, you said you can teach me things.
I don't know. I'm dumb. I don't know.
Oh.
How could you embarrass me in front of all these people, Dan? Jason, are you good at math? I'm like, no, I'm not good at that either. I wanted to think of something sick to tell you, but I just don't.
That's okay.
I don't know. I think I believe they're trying. I got something. They're trying to build a building taller than the Burj Khalifa in Saudi Arabia. Did you know that?
Are they?
Yeah.
And they're building it in Saudi Arabia?
Yes.
Okay. That's cool.
That's
How is it even going to be taller than that? The thing's so tall.
I don't know, man. They probably put like a stick on the top of it.
But do you know what that means? Actually, that's exciting. Because
Yeah.
once they finish it, we get another Mission Impossible movie!
Yes! I just want to see The Rock in more movies with big buildings.
Well, it's actually Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible.
I know, but you know, The Rock was also in a movie with a big building.
Oh, that's true. He was in a movie
Yeah.
with a big building.
That all started with Die Hard, by the way.
Yes.
Let's put him in a big building and have him fight
Yeah.
in different parts of the building.
That was a great movie.
Great. So, can RagnaroK take on Maru? I still can't believe it's Palindrome Week.
I know, isn't that
That's
crazy?
so crazy. I can't believe we're not all talking about this all the time.
Well, here we
at
are.
least for this week, you know.
Well, it just started.
Yeah.
Right, so...
Let's get a big push out here for Palindrome Week.
Yeah.
All right. So, we have our 3 hatches coming down here. We're still waiting to see what exactly the builds are going to be. Factory about to finish up here.
Well, Overlord speed on the way, so shouldn't get caught off guard by anything here. You know, this is kind of reminding me of the way RagnaroK used to play, like back when SSL was still around and stuff. He was making it into tournaments.
Yeah.
And I remember he was like the queen drop guy. He would just put the queens in the overlords and send the lings. And
Yeah.
that was his
That
strat.
whole phase of StarCraft.
Arena.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. Remember when you could pick up siege tanks in siege mode? That was a whole phase in StarCraft as well.
Yeah, that was... I still think that was kind of an interesting, cool thing. I really do.
I felt like it was a crime against nature, but...
It was definitely
Yeah.
a crime against
Yeah.
nature. But we have a lot of crimes against nature in StarCraft. That's for sure.
This is true.
Have you seen what the Baneling can do? Did you see that game on King's Cove against Zess?
I noticed that when it gets close to things and blows up, it's pretty strong.
It's wild. One shot's worker with +2.
Yeah, wowzers.
So it's a BC rush coming out of Maru here, which is... That's exciting for
Ooh,
me.
did you see that body blocking?
Yeah, that
He's
was
like a Doto
really
pro.
nice.
Oh, wow, and somehow like all these Hellions live through it. They're like, we're not impressed.
They just wiggle right through.
Yeah. Oh my god, he's not getting anywhere near as many drones as I thought he would.
It's not over, though, Tasteless.
It was that body blocking like a Doto player, though.
I would say that body blocking was worth at least like $1.5 million.
I'd say so.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, we've got the Overlord getting chased away now. The Battlecruiser has been very popular lately. we've seen some players make 1, we've seen some players stop at 3, and then we've had games where they continuously make it. I think we'll probably have Maru stop at 3, but let's see if there's a shift in how we understand this opener to work.
I'm very excited to see that, because that's kind of an interesting thing. That's such a new development in the meta that, you know, it literally from a week and was it exactly a week ago or a week and no 2 weeks ago, I guess, is when we started seeing the 3 BC type things come in.
Yeah.
Instead of like continuous BC. But you know, RagnaroK has gotten much better at all different stages of this game, and it's something that we've been talking about. Like, you know, how do you play that supreme late game? And we've seen Maru. He had that very interesting play that when he was in that group with Solar and with Rogue, right, where he was utilizing like Mass Thor, Liberator, Nuke.
Yeah.
Now, does he go for something like that? Something I like to bring up is I think theoretically with like near perfect play, you can actually just go Mass BC all game. It's tough because if a fungal goes off, you're really screwed.
Yeah, you've lost your entire investment.
Basically, yeah. But
damn, this is a lot of cleans, dude.
That is a lot of cleans. But that's a BC.
Yeah. This is
BC before Cruiser and after Cruiser tastes.
That's right. There's really only 2 states of StarCraft.
Yeah.
There's before the Battle Cruiser and then after.
Yamato on the way. Spire's coming up here as well. Let's see what else he can get done. It seems like not going to get a whole lot done.
Maru's expanding really aggressively, by the way, off this.
That is cool, isn't it?
That is, yeah.
That is really, really
just
fast.
like going for it.
And of course, Mech is the choice here as well. Yeah, the thing I guess with when you're expanding this aggressively, and Maru is the #1 expander for Terran.
Yeah, he
By
can play
far.
Terran like he's a Zerg.
Yeah, he's a completely different level with that type of maneuver specifically. Kind of makes me think of Moon in Warcraft 3, right? Where he just like expands everywhere. Like Maru
So
just
many
expands like a
trees of life,
madman.
yep.
But when you're going for the Spire like this and your Roach speed's about to finish, like, can you actually hold on to all that if you make a group of Corruptors and go with Roach Ling? It feels like you should be able to force like 2 lifts, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, there's no way you can keep all 4 bases mining. You would think.
You would think, yeah. I love that Maru's always pushing the limits of Terran. You know?
Mm-hmm.
He does so much stuff where you'd think, no, that's impossible. Look at that formation. Did you see that?
You think
you
that he's
catch-
meant to do that?
I don't know, but I like it. The 2 Hellions in the front, 2 Cyclones in the middle, 2 in the back.
Yeah.
They're kind of all merging together like Transformers, Power Rangers.
Well, that would be awesome. That would finally give Terran the late game they need.
Remember when we had that, what was the game? I think it was Maru did it, where he like recalled, or not recalled, but warped all the battle cruisers back to one spot, and they all like merged together in shape. It looked like it was forming a super battle cruiser.
Oh, yeah. It looked like
was
a
GSL for
crucifix, right?
Yeah, it made some weird symbol. And we're like,
Yeah.
oh my god. I love that he already switches to firing the other one when he knows that one's going to warp away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was actually a lot of that right there. The micro on the pulling back and everything.
Preemptive micro there.
The thing is, when the micro gets that good, it's better to just jump out immediately so you don't have to waste money on repair.
Right. When
Because
you know that you're going to end up losing this fight and there's no
Yes.
escape.
If you're not going to get the extra Corruptor, just jump. There's absolutely no reason. I think that actually after seeing that micro there, Maru should not sit and fight next time. Now, we see the 3 BCs. He is making the 4th. Very interesting, and he's getting ship weapons, so that tells us it's going to be non-stop BCs, and probably into mass BCs, I would think. Yeah, that's exciting, man. I want to see if he goes for, like, real mass BC. And what he pairs with it, of course, because we saw, again, at WCG, I know a lot of people didn't get to end up seeing that, but the games he played against Raynor was like this really cool thing that we keep talking about and no one does.
Yeah.
With the mass Liberator, mass BC, and the Liberators just stopped the
pretty
infestors.
sick.
It was cool. I don't know if it's something that continues to work, but it was really neat.
Is this going to work what RagnaroK's doing? This is where this kind of goes back to when we were talking about Maru expanding in an insane rate. Maybe he can actually get in here. There is just enough Corruptors to push back these BCs.
Yeah.
RagnaroK, Artosis.
Yeah, no, he's doing a great
the boy
job.
RagnaroK. Look at this guy go. Is Maru going to die here?
No, he doesn't die here, but there's definitely significant damage being dealt.
Artosis, he's getting pretty far in here.
Yeah,
RagnaroK is just making lings and roaches.
Yeah, but
may I ask you again?
Yeah, no, he's not
Maru
going to
die here.
No, absolutely not. But he killed a lot of SCVs, right? And this is something that we thought was going to happen. But he has so many command centers. Look at this. He lost 31 SCVs. He has 61 SCVs right now.
Yeah, that goes to show you how much he had before, man. That's insane.
Yeah, and he has so many command centers. His economy is actually still going to be dynamite.
Really goes to show you how bad Roaches and Ravager are retreating when they're not on creep. But I think we might have RagnaroK come back, mass up a little bit more, and maybe even attack in again here.
I wonder. He's going into a lot of Corruptors at this point, so you could be right about that.
I think he basically wants to shove the battle cruisers away because at this point in time, it's going to be tough for Maru to have the correct ground army to really fight this. I mean, there's so much Zerg units here. I think you could kite this all the way to the corner of the map and then lose yourself.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh,
that
sick.
Flank.
Oh, that was so good.
That was so
good.
Such an
RagnaroK.
important moment.
RagnaroK.
Yeah, force Maru. He's going to lose that command center, which is nice. Yeah. He has more, so it's not like the end of the world. But, I mean, these are great pickoffs, there's no doubt.
Oh, man. They're all warping away. Right over there.
There's too many Corruptors here, though.
Thing is, again, there's so many Corruptors that the battle cruisers have to defend themselves, and then the ground army's doing so much damage.
The ground army can't help.
He's
and he
like
doesn't
literally
have
on
turrets
top
or
of the
anything.
factory.
He didn't have defensive siege tanks set up.
Zerg is still maxed, so there's about to be an entire other wave coming out here.
Yeah,
oh my god, he's corrosive biling the SCVs underneath. But boy, RagnaroK taking this game.
Don't worry, though. He still has near 70 SCVs.
GG.
Wow. Very, very strong play there from RagnaroK. You can see Maru just smiling about that.
RagnaroK.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see the continuous BC play out of Maru again. Well, the thing is, he played kind of funny there. I still think that there's something to the continuous BC, but he went for his third and fourth at the same time, and he was sitting on a battle net composition, whereas sometimes you'll see siege tanks step back a little bit further to help hold on against some of these attacks. That's very tricky, though, because the Corruptors give the high ground vision so Ravagers can hit the siege tanks, and siege tanks can't hit Corruptors, whereas Cyclones can.
I just noticed Rogue is still at his chair. Did you see that? Rogue leaned over in a chair. What is it, Rogue like on ladder games over there?
He might be. I mean,
did you see? Yeah. He was on camera. He like leaned over.
You know what I bet?
He's like sitting around there like clicking through like Reddit or something.
No, I guarantee you he's watching the stream. In fact, I think we do the first-person streams, don't we, on Afrika TV for these players?
Do we do that for Starcraft 2 now, too? I actually thought we were only doing that for Starcraft 1.
Maybe we were only doing it for Starcraft 1, I'm not sure. But I bet you he's watching it so he can film Maru.
You don't think he's like making copy pasta in the chat?
Could be doing that, too.
Yeah.
Jin Air Green Wings, Maru.
You want to know what makes RagnaroK so special, Artosis?
What?
He capitalizes the K at the end of his name. Watch this.
Chivo, RagnaroK.
Well, I guess not on his actual game ID, but just on the graphic. But that had to be his choice, right? We don't like change the capital letters of the player's name.
I think you registered at some point.
Yeah.
People don't really pay attention.
So RagnaroK's won one game. What are you giggling about?
Well,
sometimes Artosis is just up here and he goes like this. He goes, he just like smiles to himself.
Well, I just think of the thing is we've been doing this for so long.
Oh, nice. That's a quality. That was quality right there. Well done.
Good. I like it. But yeah, sometimes you bring up the ID and the capitalization, all that, and so immediately my mind jumps to Eyewater, which. That was hilarious. And then it jumped over to Vines, which was also hilarious. I just... Remember Vines?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Once upon a time, there was a player.
Yeah, tell the story.
Vines. And apparently, from my understanding, he requested for us to call him Finesse. as in he handled that with
a lot of finesse.
With a lot of finesse, and it's like, oh my god, but it says Vines.
We've had
I
this whole
speak this language, I can read it. It says Vines. I can't do it.
But there was
it's
also
so hard.
Periods where pro gamers kept changing their IDs.
Yeah.
It's like, listen, man, it's like changing your band's name. Okay.
Yeah.
You got to pick one, or people won't be able to follow you as easily. You know.
Yeah.
For those of you guys that don't know, originally in Korean casting, they would use the player's just actual name.
Yeah. They still basically do in StarCraft 1.
Yeah. And when I got here, when I was doing StarCraft 1 back at Home TV, I had a long meeting with him. I explained you have to use the IDs because foreign audience is not going to catch on to Korean names, and they only call the players by the IDs. And that's when they started using it more.
Yeah. Well, it's hard if you're not a Korean or live here for a long time to kind of remember the names, because the names are not the same.
Well, not only that, but if you've known the name like Slayer's Boxer, you know, or MVP or you know, RagnaroK or whatever, if you've known that for so long, to just keep referring to them as the Korean names. Because this is before I was working with you on a show, but they were someone who doesn't work, we don't work with anymore, but was trying to convince me to just say the Korean names, and I said, can't do it. Got to use the IDs. IDs is better branding.
It is. So there's a K-pop star with your same name. It doesn't matter how good you get. You will never be the #1 search. So another Overlord speed opener.
Yes.
Over on Maru's side. No BCs this time. Maybe it's a Banshee tech. We'll see. Liberator popping out. Some additional Hellions as well. Not really committing anywhere too heavily yet.
It's going to be up to the Zerg to just fend off any light harass that comes out here. But, you know, Terran didn't go too hard into the Hellions.
Yeah.
So we're getting Stim out right away.
Nothing's too crazy.
So that last game, and we were actually praising Maru for it, but we were saying, isn't that cool that he actually is expanding so much? But it did seem like he actually overdid it. I mean, RagnaroK was able to muster up a big enough army and come in here and smash him.
Yeah. And he waited, too, because I thought he might actually move in immediately once the Corruptors were done, but he waited, he expanded his own economy, and got the proper army to get in there and really do it. It was very well executed, a good punish. And the follow-up was awesome, too, because he reduced it enough. You know, that group of Battle Mech getting surrounded by the Lings, that was such an important moment as well. That, sealed the deal.
Yeah, that allowed him to get that closer pretty easily. Yeah,
he needed enough to kind of slow the ground army down, but then also hit the Corruptors. The VCs couldn't beat the Corruptors alone. They needed, something else in there. And that game, he tried Cyclones. This game, very different, though. Going straight into bio play. RagnaroK getting up into his lair and Baneling Nest.
Yeah, I totally get Maru doing this. I think if you try once and it doesn't work at all, going for Mac and PCs, just try a completely different style.
Well, some players are better than others at countering that type of play. And if you look at the way that RagnaroK played that, it was truly beautiful. Like, he countered the hell out of it. It didn't feel like Maru was really winning at any point. He didn't really get harassment done. He couldn't really hold on. And the thing is, sometimes they see you expanding like mad, and they just start attacking with the Roach Corruptor, and eventually they can run out of juice. But RagnaroK, again, he delayed it, which can be scary, but it allowed him to have that non-stop max basically going after him. So I think after you see that, you're like, okay, maybe this is not the guy to do this against. Maybe Maru's BC meta has to evolve a little bit to be able to deal with this type of play.
Do you really think RagnaroK's going to win this Artosis? He looked really good at that first game.
Yeah, I do. I kind of just have that feeling right now. I think the metagame right now is favoring Zerg players a bit. And it's just, RagnaroK is good enough. I feel like his time has come. He can really do something this season. I don't favor him to win it, that's for sure, but round of 4 doesn't seem out of his grasp at all.
All right, Queen's going to tear down these rocks here. We're going to get a little bit more circulation on the map. I think we're going to be... Well, actually, I think Terran might be pushing pretty soon here, but I think Zerg is going to stay back for a little bit. And actually, this would be a good angle. Take out these creep tumors, maybe get these Queens here. I like the Liberation Zone setup here.
Yeah.
It's like setting up a tank here where you can kite back into this, except you're guaranteed to not lose the tank. You know?
Yeah. The Baneling speed is done, though, so it looks like it is break time. The Queen's going to come and try to kill that air tank.
Yeah.
All right. It does clean that up. Not really that much damage done, to be honest.
Spire about halfway done, but it does appear that Zerg is just going to keep the fourth for now. But there should be another push coming here from Terran.
You know what? This could turn into a very cool game, because I think this is just going to be straight up Lingbane Muta, and hopefully we see Maru get into you know, some mines and whatnot. Maybe get into this older way to play from Heart of the Swarm.
Yeah. Oh! I don't know, man. This looks to be RagnaroK's ground, my friend.
Yeah.
Keep your feet off the floor. RagnaroK's moving around.
I don't know if you're going to be able to get this to end up working, especially with these mutas coming out. It seems like RagnaroK's creep spread continues. He expands towards where he's being pushed.
I think as the mutas come out, he has the opportunity to absolutely smash the push that's out here. This push is looking pretty meager from Terran.
Yeah, an attack move with his ground army and a right-click, shift-click on the medevacs with the mutas will kill everything at that point. So it's a good thing Maru is backing up right now. RagnaroK playing a very solid macro game at the moment. He started his 2-2 just behind Maru's. Maru adding a bunch of turrets right now. Getting some Thors and Widow Mines.
Okay,
very good stuff.
This army is looking a little bit better. The army before was like, oh, please don't put creep here. Now
it's like, get that creep out of here.
Exactly.
What's that stupid Hearthstone card say? This is my town now, or something like that.
Oh, yeah. And he's like, yeah, beat it.
Yeah. That's what this army's of.
Yeah. This is our town, scrub.
Yeah. All right, so RagnaroK's setting up some units around the map, maybe for some run-bys or counter-harassment a little bit later. Trillion Claws on the way. Both sides upgrading quite a bit. Okay, knocking over there.
Ooh. Yeah, beat it.
So both sides have it set now. This is a rogue versus rogue game, even though we already saw him advance.
I think RagnaroK is sizing up to be in a healthy spot in the late game. Again, Terran's having a hard time in endgame against Zerg. Zerg just seem to have a lot of options. A lot of times players are trying to stop the Zerg from getting to the endgame. But these Zergs are now getting pretty good at defending.
Yeah.
The bugs are winning, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm very excited here, Tasteless, to see if he throws down the Ultralisk Cavern or just goes directly into Greater Spire. Because I feel like this is an Ultralisk Cavern game.
Dark seems to be the guy who likes the Ultralisk Cavern the most.
Yeah, he's been using it a lot.
I'm trying to recall if I saw RagnaroK do this in the past. But I guess we'll see. The meta seems to be shifting pretty quickly anyways, so maybe it doesn't matter. He's going for a lot more Banes here. He might just try to stick with sort of this mid-tier tech of Lingbane Muta. You know, Ultras are quite a bit of gas. You can always just make more Banes.
Well, with his upgrades, it seems like it's really good, right? He's got 2-2. That's like, that is some high-quality Ultralisk stuff. Oh, look at that. He's going to wall these minerals.
Oh, yeah.
That was like a great move by RagnaroK to bring the 2 drones.
So now he's got to Bane it.
Yeah. Right, both players on gigantic economies right now. It's like RagnaroK putting in the time, trying to get some harassment done. Doesn't seem like that area is going to be harassed. Well, I think the other one is, though. Oh, my God. That is so inefficient. And he cancels it, was the hilarious part.
Yeah, that was actually such a good play by Maru. I'm a little bit surprised that RagnaroK tried to shove in there.
Look at this. Maru actually pulls back during all this. So I think that's a smart move.
Let's see if he scans. Does he know?
Oh, he might not, yeah.
One Ling. Well, I gotta say, RagnaroK
move.
Yeah, look at that. Should have written a secret message with the burrowed Lings. Made like a Batman symbol or something.
Burrowed Lings, she wrote. All right, the big push continues forward. Ooh, the
RagnaroK. How did they get there? How?
I didn't hear the Nidus noise.
Yes. Where's the night? Oh.
What in the world? What?
What?
That was the most Banelings ever.
Are you allowed to do that?
That was a nesty amount of
Get the
banelings.
GSL rulebook.
My God.
But is that too many? Can he hold his push off now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. Yeah, you can hold it tasteless.
One
make more of
baneling
them.
for
And
every
here's-
Terran thing on the map.
Here's the 35
Look at
that
this.
lived through that.
Look at that, yeah. We are what's left over after your command center was gone.
Your planetary
Oh
and
my
your
God.
command.
Make him
Crazy
stop.
macro.
Stop, you're killing him. Stop.
Yeah. Ultralisk Cavern just finished up as well. Really good choice with this type of army. You don't want to be going to
This.
the Broods from here.
RagnaroK. Rags. My boy Rags. He's just killing it, man.
Yeah. We're going to have to call him RagnaroK after he beats Maru,
Yeah.
man. From RagnaroK to RagnaroK.
Nice.
One of those.
It's one of those moments. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys are probably wondering how many writers are there in the GSL writing room that write these jokes out?
There's actually a lot of writers in GSL, but not for us.
None for those jokes.
Not for jokes.
Not for the English stream. Oh! I think it's going to get worse before it gets better here for Maru.
It might.
We got
It might.
more upgrades
Yes.
coming out for Zerg, as there's
3-3
soon going to be
Chitinous.
almost no upgrades left for Zerg to try to get. He's getting Ultras now and a Nidus network.
Yeah, it's the two of them, in fact. Oh my God, he's so good. Okay, I gotta calm down. I almost just said he's gonna win BlizzCon, but he's not even qualified yet. I gotta, because I
It's okay,
called it with
Artosis.
Leenock.
Try
and
to
then he
focus
got-
on your breath.
Remember that tasteless Leenock
Yeah.
was gonna win BlizzCon.
I
and
remember
then,
that.
And then he got sick and had to go to the hospital, and it screwed it all up.
That's right. He was going to be the next Zerg Banjo.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, these Marauders doing some work right now.
look at this. He's just like having his army graze by all these Marauders
Yeah.
and Marines shooting him. He's like, wait, let me get all my stuff. What's that button that selects all of my units? There it is. Okay. Hey, click.
Oh my God. Maru still has units up and behind right now.
That hatchery's pretty low too.
Yeah.
If Maru can win this tug of war, that base will go down.
Oh my God, more Banes coming up right now. Great split. He ends up killing the Thor right there.
Maru's control very good. He's so close. I like this. Look at this. He stems forward just the Marauders going after the Ultras. He doesn't pull the
Beautiful.
Ultra away. Oh, he does. He does pull it away. Oh.
All right, gets one of them. Looks like he's going to get the other one as well. Nice pickoffs right there.
More Banes coming. Again, that hatchery's so low.
Can he actually break his back here?
He needs to just pull those Ultras out of those fights when those Marauders are there, man.
He's trying to save the hatchery is the problem, I think. Like, he has so many bases. I almost feel like if you give him this hatch and build your army up a little bit longer, maybe you break it easier. But
Look
I
at
guess you can
this.
just keep doing that forever and save it.
Wow.
It's a pretty
Look at
masterful
that.
play going on
He
right
actually fended it off perfectly.
Yeah. Maru is teching up behind this, though. Lots of Liberators, Liberator range on the
Yes.
way, more mines, more Marauders coming out. So he's making an army that can deal with this. I feel like he is going to need to take another expansion.
Yeah. I guess Maru's going to try to push into this location. It's already probably the softest spot in the Zerg's defense.
Yeah.
But there's been so many more Banelings made in this amount of time. Now, the Widow Mines are the other big game changer. He has a position he can basically hold, but all these Lings go through perfectly. Actually, nicely done. Maru uproots them in the last second.
Yeah. Now the Liberator's in here as well. Let's see what he can get done. Huge amount of RagnaroK's units coming through, trying to kill everything off. He gets out of the Liberator zone now.
Oh my God, these Widow Mines go all the way across the map. He kills the Liberators. He kills the Mines. I think it's okay to lose the Ultralisk at this moment. Uh-oh.
The double Nidus right next to each other, too. He's not messing
Yeah.
around here.
The disrespect. No, honestly, it's actually so we can make sure that the army gets through there no matter what.
No, it's going to be a lot of Lings coming up. The funneling, I'm not sure how well that's going to do, but that gets Maru off his back, and that does not cost that much. That is, like, it costs one Mutalisk in that group of Lings to get him off his back. So I like this move. Ooh, even goes over here to give vision into the third base for double Nidus.
That was so sick.
Dude, this is some next-level play that we're seeing right now. And by the way, the amount that this is more fun and cooler than Broodlord Infestor cannot be overstated.
Yeah, that is very true. This is a really action-packed way to play the game.
Yeah, no, it's awesome, too. I love that we are seeing the Ultras being used here. Maru trying to finish him off, but of course you have to slow down against the Ultras. But then that gives you time to get into that Greater Spire, which is on the way. More Nidus is going down. Maru getting ready to expand once again. Starting to set up some of these liberation zones.
Okay. Oh my god. Again, is it we finally going to get closure on this hatchery? Is it finally going to go down?
He's never going to die.
Yeah.
He's going to leave the game right before it goes down.
That's right. Never letting that issue be resolved.
Liberators to deal with that. Not working that well, to be honest. All right, he's trying to crush in here again, but that is an Ultraless kill zone at this point. Look at this. Ling's absolutely everywhere right now.
The inside of Maru's base is beginning to corrode. Finally, we have this hatchery go down.
Yeah,
we can all end this chapter of our lives and move on from here.
No way to break through this position right now. Maru's micro's so strong, his setup fantastic as well. I feel like RagnaroK has to kind of let it go. The thing is, if he lets it go too much, he might lose that top base, and then suddenly things might get out of control.
All right, Maru now starting to make headway over here at the top of the far upper right base. RagnaroK has not reclaimed that. Maru might actually be getting the comeback here. He's going to give up this position.
Yeah. Definitely think he needs to right now.
But he can, I mean, there's always the option here for RagnaroK to continue to carve out the inside of Maru's base. I mean, if he gets rid of this, there we go. Beat me to it.
All right, maybe back in. But again, this is not very expensive for RagnaroK. He doesn't have a lot going on, though. He's taken a lot of damage from Maru. He's been a little bit cost inefficient, especially trying to keep that hatchery alive for so long. How many ultras did he lose there? It was a lot. But he does have some broods out now.
That was when he started actually losing fights, is when the ultra count went down to 0.
Yeah. Okay, Maru pushing once again. Maru looking so strong. Seemed like he was on the brink of defeat this game already once. But now look at him.
Maru punches back.
Yeah.
Okay, he's going to come in again.
Yeah, that area is not that important right now, so feels like RagnaroK can take his time a little bit more.
Okay, nice sniping. But it seems like the banlings might be just a little bit too strong, but as he kites out, maybe he can go back under that? I'm not sure. The Broodlord account is actually getting to this really scary number, and this means he can come in here and take out the Liberators. He needs to get these Liberators out of here immediately.
That is a huge deal, no doubt. Trying to actually use their anti-air attack at this point.
Yeah.
They do have splash damage, so doing some work.
Liberators can hit air. They're going to come in here now, actually taking out a lot of these Broodlords. This was really well handled here by Maru. I love this.
Yeah, that is a great job, but at the same time, he's lost a lot of his air. The Ling counterattack, it clears out a couple of the command centers and one of the mining bases here for Maru. Look at Maru's supply, it's plummeted. Now he's making Vikings, but there's a switch back into Ultras from RagnaroK. A beautiful play. If you think that your opponent is going to continue to make Broodlords and you go into Vikings, well, actually, we did see Landed Vikings beat an Ultralisk last night.
That's right. We got revenge for the Heart of the Swarm trailer.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be the case, though, against this Ultra.
I can dream. Now, I'm getting worried here for Maru. Even though Maru's been looking pretty strong, especially in the later part of this game, how close is he to mining out? Because
yeah, I'm not sure.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, RagnaroK has enough bases. He can kind of sit on this for a while. This base that we got a shot of right here, that's the one I'm worried about.
It's pretty crucial.
Because what did you say?
Very crucial. I said pretty without the T's. I'm trying to speed up my speaking because I'm so excited about the game, so I'm just like dropping letters.
We're going to cast this at 1.5 times speed. Yeah, I think Maru's actually going to start to run out of minerals. I think the 12 o'clock spot's almost mined out. This is the only one he has. Now he's taking the center left. Shine's just now. Oh, no, he's not.
Oh, look at this.
My God.
Just getting in on top of everything. RagnaroK being a go-getter here. He's got to get out from underneath those liberation zones with the Ultras, though. It's such a great counter to the Ultras. Okay, a full retreat here would be smart. He is making some additional queens, so hopefully we can see some transfusions to keep these Ultras around a bit longer.
GG! Maru's coming back!
Damn, what a good game that was. That was fantastic.
Bigger, faster, stronger is Maru.
I think RagnaroK had some God mode moves there. Seriously, he played really well in a lot of situations. He had, like, the double Nidus, I think, was fantastic and brilliant. Some of his burrow play, his harassment on the sides. Yeah, I think his tech route was very smart. I feel like he took a few too many cost-inefficient engagements up the ramp, trying to hold on to that one hatchery for so long. Sometimes it's better to give up an area and go counterattack or something like that somewhere else. Maru put so much effort into that area, and that was really that was the game there, that area. That was most of the battles.
Okay, well, I will say, though, even though Maru looked really impressive, RagnaroK is playing better than we've ever seen, man. He's so good.
Well, going into map number 3, it's King's Cove. Whoever wins this will be on match point for the rest of the match. That round of 4 on the line, such a crucial thing.
Yeah. This tends to make for long games, but we could have a cheese. We'll see here in a second.
Well, I think it's about time for double proxy racks.
Yeah. I think Maru is, well, he like always double proxy racks is at least once in a best of 5, right? That's also in the rules, right? Okay, well, we'll see, guys. Game 3 is ready. It's loaded up. Let's go. Let's do this.
Fight!
Oh, my God, we were right. We're so good. We're good.
Well, Maru definitely falls into patterns.
No, it's not that. It's that we're good.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I think I might have been bitten by a radioactive caster spider because the powers that I have right now to predict. Oh!
Wrecked!
Get out! How dare you!
Map. Oh, that is...
Now what does he do?
Proxies 1 racks and just takes the hit on his economy. What's up, RagnaroK? On top of things, man.
Yeah.
RagnaroK's playing so well. Win or lose, like, I tell you, the 2 games we've seen already out of him, beautiful stuff.
Dude, is this drone going to catch it? Wait, which way is it going?
Oh, I hope it comes.
Oh, my God. It would be so sick if it went up there. Oh!
Oh, my gosh.
How
Yeah,
dare
Maru, you're not going to finish that. That's not going to happen.
If the RNG is just right, if it's... Look at this. This is like the opposite of what happens in your streamed games with your SCVs.
I know.
It's like if I can just... Oh, look at this.
How do you feel
Why
about...
does this never happen in our games? Look at this. It's like halfway done, and there's been a drone there trying to get it the whole time.
I know. And it only has 45 health. Isn't that crazy? I base my games on luck.
This is effectively that there's like little angels inside the game that are just pushing the SCV where he needs to go.
Well, looks like he has to cancel at the end of the day.
We saw a miracle just there. There was an SCV. I mean, that was some very fortunate placement.
Yeah.
In that RNG.
Guess it didn't pay off at the end of the day, but
it's not. We saw a miracle. Okay. We saw a miracle.
All right. So from here, I feel like RagnaroK will play kind of standard. This is my guess. What about Maru? Bio or mech? Call it now. Call it now. Call it now.
Bio.
Okay.
Wait, mech. No, I think bio.
Okay. I think he'll mech.
It's like that thing in Monty Python. That's still one of the funniest things we've ever seen. It's like, what's your favorite color? And he's like, red. No, blue. He gets his opinion wrong.
It's so funny.
Oh, man.
That movie was so ahead of its time.
That scene is so funny.
I got to rewatch some of their
stuff.
The
idea that you got your own opinion wrong. Like, you messed up that. It's not even a riddle. Well, guys, Maru has just been denied.
Yeah, his rush didn't do anything, but a lot of the times it doesn't really stop him from playing amazing games from there.
Yeah. That is the thing about Maru is, yeah, that's the thing about him is that even if he is shut down with his proxy early on, he a lot of times still wins the game. Like that moment when you know exactly when the mine is going to detonate. Look at this Reaper play. Oh, my God.
He's gonna get it.
Wow. Okay.
That's a sick kill.
Guys, what's happening?
These guys are so good. I got to tell you what.
That
first series was like, there was a lot wrong with that first series, okay?
Yeah.
That was a fight in the sewers. A couple blindfold guys in the sewers with dirty knives fighting each other. Okay, that's what the first series was. This is a beautiful series of StarCraft so far.
Yeah.
Each game, all the little moves. I'm like, okay, you guys, this is a round of 8 GSL games, what we're seeing
This
here.
is sick, man. That play was so good.
This isn't Sewer Battles version 2.
This isn't a blind knife sewer fight.
Yeah.
Or blind knife fight in the sewers, excuse me.
No, you had it right the first time.
Okay. Thanks. You give me the confidence to say what I feel, Artosis. Thank you.
It's like two guys standing on a giant knife fighting each other with sewers.
This one is like this is like Solid Snake and Liquid Snake fighting on the wing of an airplane is what this is.
Damn. Is that something that happened?
No. I don't believe that happened in the storyline. But it would be
hard
that
to fight
good.
on a wing of an airplane unless
Yeah,
it was
but they're like
parked.
they're like the super fighters. They're the warriors of the time. You know? They can fight anywhere. And this is what we have. Maru versus RagnaroK is turning into two Solid Snake and Liquid Snake fighting on the wing of an airplane. That's what we have here.
Is the airplane in the air or is it like on the tarmac?
Oh no, it's on the ground. It's not even moving.
No,
okay,
if they fall off, like he could break a leg.
Yeah, if
like,
they fall
that's
off,
serious.
you could break an ankle.
You
or
gotta be
something.
careful about that.
Yeah.
And I hope they check that wing stability before taking off. Like you want to be careful about that too.
I level everybody's expectations. What I meant is it's actually in a tutorial part of the game. So like when he's fighting, at some point he goes, Snake, use the X button to crouch down. Like something like that. Crouch down.
Epic.
Colonel. No, but this series has been so good. So Stim is almost done. And that's when we're going to see Maru. Well, I was going to say Unleashed, but he's getting 2 eBays here, so maybe we're going to have a longer game. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I didn't realize he has CC just finished. I was too busy talking about a different
And he doesn't
game.
have any barracks
Yeah.
built. Yeah.
And he has no Marines, and yeah.
Yeah. He started 2 more CCs.
In fact, we've never seen this before. He's got 6 CCs on 2 bases. We don't really know what's going on.
So yeah, it looks like a pretty standard bio game coming out. Will we see the Ling Bane style again from RagnaroK? It's super popular at the moment. I'd imagine that we'll see it. Oh, Hydralisk Den. Okay, cool. We haven't been seeing that as much lately.
This is RagnaroK completely changing his approach to the matchup.
This is still a pretty good way to play. It's fallen out of the meta for sure. It's not as popular as it was. Like for a little bit there, it was just about every single game in every single matchup. Maybe not TVP. We didn't see Hydralisk Bane, but just barely. It's only because they didn't have those units. But you know, I feel like this is a nice way to mix it, right? He lost the other way where he went into the ultras. He was playing just the melee style. But of course, you know, when Maru sniffs this out, he'll likely go for a big siege tank 2-2 timing. That's generally the way people fight against it.
Yeah. If you can get rid of the brittle units, you can target the Banes, and then kite the Lings, you will be able to kill the Hydras.
Yeah. Tanks are not too shabby against Hydras either.
But first, Maru's going to try to clear up some creep, because he will have to set up for that inevitable push.
What if we can get the scan to be like darker so we can't see anything under it? You don't think that would be cool? That would be a great strategy. Like you already know how the battle's going to go, so you scan it a bunch of times so your opponent can't micro.
Yeah. We never knew this new mechanic was going to be a thing.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like RagnaroK is going to easily be able to claim the 6 o'clock spot here.
Look at Maru sitting here on 71 workers. Who is this guy?
He's a Zerg Terran.
It's the best race.
Yeah.
Whew. Well, Protoss still better, but like Zerg
Protoss
Terran's
still
pretty
OP though, right?
good. Yeah.
See, memers, we get you.
We're there for you.
We're
memers.
one of you guys too. Don't worry.
I fit
Fellow
in.
kids.
I'm part of you.
Yeah.
Fellow kids.
Fellow kids. Yeah. Okay. Where's he going with that? Oh, I'm sorry. I actually never mind. He's going right up to his base. He's going to drop these Banes up here. No, I seriously, for just a split second, like decided that actually Zerg was at like the top left. I don't know how that happened in my brain, but
He has to get these Banelings back home.
Yes. He's sending the Banelings home to defend. I don't think Maru is watching his screen for his mini-map. Look at that.
It was a nice drop.
That Overlord could have done a figure 8 and then dropped that.
Yeah.
13 kills.
Yeah, very nice. Of course, he's still got 60 miners, so it's not the end of the world for him. Almost full saturation still. Maru, just on the fringes right now. Don't think you can expect too much. Second factory is just now finishing up.
Busted. No more Baneling drop for you, friend.
Maybe time to go home with that. The Hydra's, I believe he has a good amount out now right now. So, got to be careful with these medevacs. Can't really commit with the drops as easily anymore. I always feel like against Lingbane Hydra, you shouldn't be multitasking too much, just hitting the creep. Because if you go deep like this and you lose that, it's like, okay, well, you're going to have 20 supply less in the next fight, right? Or your timing is 20 supply slower.
Oh, okay, this drop is not doing anything. RagnaroK having none of it. So Maru's just now getting his 4th up here. Now, the fact that we have the Zerg going for a Massling Hydra Bane, he wants to try to have a really explosive fight where the trade is so effective that it's hard for the Terran to ever come back from. And that'll probably be happening around this 4th base here.
And, you know, his second factory, I think it was just slightly late, so he doesn't have as many siege tanks as I was expecting, but he needs to hit his attack now. He's got his 2-2. Wow, this counterattack is actually doing a surprising amount. Kills 2 siege tanks and gets some of these units as well. That's really worthwhile. But anyways, we're up into the Hive tech, right? And the Greater Spire has just started. So he only has a small window for, you know, some of these attacks before the Broodlords join. And, you know, this is the type of army where you can go directly into Broodlords. You can actually support it.
Well, Maru is going to need to be ready for this. I got to say, the way that he handled the Broodlords in the last game was pretty impressive. He really just stayed on top of that. Here comes a drop now from Maru, headed south over here towards, this, I believe, the 6 o'clock spot. And there's another one over here at the top.
Okay, okay.
Now,
I wish I could see his actual siege tank count, because I think what's happened here is he doesn't have enough tanks to actually do a full-on push.
I think you're correct. I think he's too low on that number, and so he's going to try to get RagnaroK out of position. A lot of times, especially with his unit comp, you're moving your entire army together. So here we go.
Yeah, it's
he's going to unload right over here. Now, I'm sorry, where'd the other drop go? Oh, he hasn't dropped it yet. It's going to be at the natural.
Yeah, and he waits for the army actually to show up here.
So this is one of those weird moments where he actually decided to exchange his army, most of his army, for the hatchery. And the math can be very fuzzy on this, by the way. You'll see this happen from time to time where it's like, okay.
I think that that one was good.
Think so?
That was, you know, it was...
I guess he can remax
16 Marines and 2 medevacs for that hatchery. A couple queens, a spore, a few units. I think that was really, really reasonable, because look at what he's refilling his supply with. Like, he's actually preempting with Vikings, so he's ready for this. All right, the first Ghost Academy just finished up. Just got to wait now for him to add 6 more and then spend all of his money on nukes. It's coming.
Nuke time. Well.
Ooh, 18 drones with that.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, he's going to pop out some more workers. So he has to match Maru here for worker counts. We're actually going to have a drop over here. It looks like Zerg's totally prepared, though. Maybe in the main?
Well, he's got mines in here, I think. No, those are Marauders.
No, there's mines. Oh, okay. You were right, Artosis. Oh, you got to believe in yourself. Okay, actually, this would be pretty convenient to take out the Ultralisk Cavern here.
Ultralisk Cavern going to be started right there. Ooh!
Oh, not bad.
Yeah, pretty decent mine hits there.
Oh my God, the Greater Spire's here.
Looks like is he going to? Okay, he's going to go for it.
Yeah,
he gets it. That's a huge kill. Yeah, it doesn't quite get it. That would have been a gigantic kill, though.
All right, that drop was really effective.
Yeah.
Too bad he didn't get the Greater Spire, but I mean...
He's doing a surprising amount with these drops.
So we have RagnaroK actually expanding out. It's just above the 6 o'clock spot. 6 o'clock on a smaller clock, if you will.
On a smaller clock?
Yeah. On a normal 6 o'clock, that's on a big clock, but if you got a little clock, like the one by your bed, maybe not the one on the wall.
Huh.
I know my clocks, Artosis.
Yeah, I guess you do. I didn't realize that clock size had anything to do with where the numbers are on them.
No, now it does.
Yeah, that's fascinating.
Keeping on top.
That's why you're always late everywhere.
Keeping on top of the caster meta. Takes that out.
Yeah, more Ghost Academies on the way. So he's getting ready for that late game that he likes. Well, I shouldn't say that he likes it, but that's the way he likes to play it.
We have another drop coming in here, and I don't know if RagnaroK's watching. In fact, this is going to be a lot of drone hits. 9 total.
Yeah, not bad.
I like that he's trying to run away with that.
He's trying to get out of the detection range.
Yeah, and then Brome again
Love
somewhere.
It. Yeah, why not? Right, more Liberators, more Ghost Academies, EMP, everything on the way here for Maru.
Yep. Let's get all the upgrades now.
He's done such a good job so far this game.
Remember, everybody, this is the part of the game, now that we've gotten this far, where the Zerg tend to dominate. But let's see.
Now, to be fair, we do not have a bunch of Infestors out.
Oh, he got away.
And that's a big part of it. Like, he has the Broodlords. He's very high up in tech. He has Pathogen Glands. But I don't know if he even has an Infestor out as of yet. Okay, see, he just started 6. So,
and this is the final piece.
Yeah. When you go for Lingbane Hydra, you definitely go for the Broods first, because that kind of stops everything that can kill Lingbane Hydra, but the actual Lingbane Hydra Brood is not really a finishing unit set. But you add the Infestors in, and there you go. That's the end game. Getting Neural right now as well. Lots of Liberators being made. I'm excited to see how he does this exactly, because the amount of Liberators he's making, it seems like everything we've seen Maru trying for the last couple months has been heavily Liberator-focused in this matchup.
Yes.
But nothing's really stayed around. Maybe he just hasn't found exactly what he wants, but he likes the effect of the Liberators. Yes. A lot of Banes.
Yep. And it looks like Terran's going to be pushing through the bottom. This is where the real sweet real estate for the Zerg is, too. There's 3 bases down there that are still very mineral-rich.
Yeah.
And so, Zerg, it looks like, because they're expanding away from each other here, Zerg's going to actually counterattack. I don't know if we're going to get a shot of it. We'll see if Shine catches it, but there is an attack at 12.
All right, the nukes have begun.
Oh,
nice kill there. Doesn't look like he'll get too much damage on there, but we'll cancel this and a bunch of building spores, it looks like, or maybe they'll run away.
Okay, he wins. He's defeated that first base. You can see Zerg flirting. Terran flirting with the idea. I'm sorry, Zerg flirting with the idea of attacking a little bit further in there, but no dice, not going to work. I also wonder if Maru might expand a little bit towards the center left.
Yeah, you know,
he's already pushing through here, so it's kind of like
center left. Yeah,
yeah.
I would love to see him land a command center there and kill it at least.
Oh my God, he's going to get these drones. He's only seen one of the nukes coming here. He has no idea about this one.
Ooh.
Oh, finally.
I love that he scans to see it.
Yeah. That is so funny. Because in a perfect game, you wouldn't scan, but you're like, could I actually get that?
Yeah, like... you would think you wouldn't, but everyone always does.
Yeah. Actually, I guess knowing that you actually got the drones means that you can confirm that you have the advantage, so maybe it is. Shine, taking mental notes here, where he has to get the camera ready to try to catch the nuke almost hitting the camera.
Ooh, Fungal's starting to come out. Oh, nice EMP there.
Sick. But apparently there's one still with a Fungal ready.
Ooh, we have a couple Vipers in this cloud right now. You got to be careful about that. Ooh, the EMP coming out. I love it. I love it. Those parasitic bombs are so deadly.
Oh, there's Shine. See, he did it. He was ready. Oh, my God. Are the Banelings going to come down here and try to hit these ghosts? Well, that's one way to make your opponent use his Banelings, but...
Yeah, and then just Fungal everything while you're there.
Yeah.
While you're at it, may as well kill his air army.
Yeah, everything else. So Terran's actually expanding more towards the middle instead of taking that left spot, which I guess actually is a better spot now that I look at it.
That is a lot of Broodlords. My God. More and more command centers on the way. Increasing that air army, getting those upgrades.
Okay, so here we are. We're at that spot that Terran struggle with. Infestor, Broodlord. The Infestor Broodlord is real. Now, remember that this army comp is not fast, and that's exactly why Maru's going to hit in this place over here in the center right. A lot of times when you have an army that seems almost unstoppable, the best way to play is to play around it. Yeah. So this is where the guerrilla tactics are really going to kick in.
And even though we have this very frightening unit composition that's being built from RagnaroK, a lot of times when we see Maru lose to this, it'll be this unit composition, but also like a 10k, 8k bank. We don't see that from RagnaroK. Maru's done a good job of denying a lot of these bases. So while it's still maybe doable here for RagnaroK, I feel like there are some positive signs for Maru, who's starting to bank quite a bit as well. One thing I would love to see out of him, I want to say, is maybe a Raven or two. I feel like Interference Matrix, well, obviously the Armor Shredder is good too, but Interference Matrix, I feel like, can help you out of a bind sometimes. Like you see a Viper there or something that's going to just wreck your day with Parasitic Bomb.
That was a close one. The sound effect was coming.
Yeah.
Probably hits just off the map at that moment for the nuke. All right, so another big push is coming in here, setting up the liberation zones with the nukes. He's trying to bait some of the army in here. The Broodlords are getting in position. He's got to back off though temporarily, and I love the fact that Maru is nuking everywhere at once, because that sound effect can only come out so many times at once, right? So you don't always get a read, and you can easily miss one of those nukes, like we're seeing there.
Look at that, the preemptive scan to dodge those fungals. Fantastic moves once again here from Maru. He is absolutely everywhere. You can see how badly he wants it. So sick of people talking like he's not a killer right now.
Oh, he's going to take out the Baneling's Nest. That's actually pretty important. When you have Terra in your base, you need to make those Banes pretty quickly. Look at this. He's just going to run into the main.
Ooh, he actually separates a few units there to make sure the Infestors can't just follow him right up.
Okay, now he's going to get the Ultras Cavern. He's going to get the spawning pool.
Oh, I love that he just gives up the army.
Yeah, that was sick.
Gets his medevacs out of there. That's really the only thing that matters. Who cares about those Marines and Marauders?
Dude, he's so good.
He is playing a magnificent game. This is awesome.
I just noticed that the nuke thing actually makes a nuclear, like radioactive symbol.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. I've never actually noticed that before, but I'm sure we're going to have another nuke moment, but watch what the symbol is in it. That we all can have this moment together. Yeah, we learned something today. Just like we learned that in Starcraft 1, there's a man inside the missile turret. There's a man in there. If you look at the picture of it really closely.
Yeah, you'd think
there it is. See the radioactive symbol?
Yeah, I do.
Radioactive symbol here because nuclear bombs aren't radioactive.
You'd think that they would up the technology so that you actually don't see a red dot.
I know.
It would be a lot better.
He nearly killed the hatch for that.
We'll see you there at the end.
Oh, the tank's in the top right. I couldn't figure out where that was coming from. I'm like, what is hitting those? Okay, so Maru now has the entire top of the map. Okay, Maru is at the point where he's out expanding the Zerg here.
But at the same time, he's nuking, he's pushing, he's expanding, he's doing all sorts of things, but we're not seeing actual valuable units being taken out for RagnaroK. So his bank is starting to grow. His army is still super fearsome. 14 Broods, 15 Corruptors, 14 Infestors, a couple Vipers. And that's scary stuff.
Yeah. Maru has more territory on the map. He has more dominion on the map, but the Zerg does have technically the scarier endgame army. And at some point in time, you're going to have to confront that. Okay, here we go. Now it's really going to really see the nuclear symbol now.
Yeah, it's not messing around. It's another location at the same time.
Nice attack here, too. Takes the hatch out. I got to say, these little guerrilla tactics are starting to pay off big time here for Maru. You're seeing that RagnaroK had great endgame here, but as time passes, like Maru's completely surrounded him with harass and nukes everywhere.
Yeah, he's been on all sides. This is a game that I don't feel like many people in the world could pull off. He is looking so strong right now.
StarCraft 2, the fastest RTS game. It's hard to find anybody who's faster at playing it than Maru. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, he's everywhere. His multitasking is insane here. The fact that he is hitting 3 positions, he's nuking, he's microing, he's dodging fungals. Maru has really hit his stride here. And the thing is, RagnaroK is playing so well.
Oh my god, he's going to die.
He looks like a round of 4 player right now.
Oh, he's getting garbage compacted, man.
He is.
This is like that scene in Star Wars where they're in the garbage compactor, except in that one everybody just dies. The story ends there.
One thing I do want to mention, though.
Okay, you said you went like this, or you went one thing I want to mention.
Yeah, well, this was a stressful moment.
Yeah.
One thing I want to mention is, even though he's doing all these great things, he's killing a bunch of stuff. Let's not forget this army, and let's not forget that game where Solar was like not mining for near 10 minutes.
That is true.
Well, with no mana on those, that's...
Yeah, he EMP'd every single investor.
And suddenly, the Vikings, they're getting their revenge they've waited so long for.
Yeah, this is Viking justice. Fitting, because his opponent's name is RagnaroK.
I'm done, you win!
GG.
Oh my god! Whoa!
Going home, Artosis.
Whoa! I got chills from that, Tasteless.
Thank you, Artosis. Well, I got chills from...
This is a great series, but that was a great joke.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was a round of 4 joke right there, Tasteless.
Thank you, Artosis. Hope Rogue's still there.
There he is.
All right, Maru's putting his shoes on because we take a break after the 3rd game.
Well, you gotta put your shoes on if you're stomping him in a game like that. You don't want to hurt your feet or get
That's
blood
right.
on him.
Well, unless he wants to turn RagnaroK into grapes, in which case he might take his shoes off for the stomping.
Yeah.
Or not grapes, wine. I gotta go. I messed that joke up. I was on a roll. We'll be back with Game 4 in just a little bit. Do not go away. Or else.
2019 Mountain Dew GSL Season 3. Code S. Reversal.
Like those violins.
Yeah.
Mountain Dew was made to be said with violins like that playing.
That's for sure. That's for sure tasteless.
Every time you see a Mountain Dew, I want you to imagine those violins playing right there.
Makes me want to go learn how to play the violin.
Yeah, it makes me want to drink a Mountain Dew, but
We should
each
do that
his
together
own.
sometime.
Yeah.
How crazy would that
I'll
be?
drink the Mountain Dew, and you play the violin. All right, we're going to go to Winter's Gate.
Yes, it is 2-1 for Maru right now. He's playing like a god. RagnaroK, likewise, playing like a god.
Yeah. They're both playing like gods. They're two
Playing like
gods fighting.
A couple gods fighting is crazy.
God fight.
God fight.
That's so stupid. Okay, we gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go.
God fight. Of course.
Yeah, I guess he didn't get to do the proxy last time, so.
I want him to build it in the green stuff, because then if a drone comes out to attack, it's so hard to catch the SCV.
Oh my God. Is
That's
it,
not
if you
gonna
can make it in the green stuff, is the SCV slowed down? Does it slow the build time down?
No, it doesn't slow the build time down.
Okay. He is going to make it right there. Double barracks. No third SCV out, so it's going to be a 2 barracks rush.
I feel like, yeah, the randomization of where to put these barracks is always a funny thing. How does Maru do it? Doesn't seem as if this is going to be scouted before it actually gets off. It's a scary thing for RagnaroK.
Wait, is this going to stop over that?
Is
Hold
he
on.
going to see the edge? No, it should just keep going. There's no reason to stop right there. Yeah, maybe he'll see the edge of it,
Hold
but
on,
it's a little bit late.
Hold on. Oh, he's turning. Oh. There we go.
Okay. Well, it's to be expected. You should have practice against this, as Maru does it so much.
Like we said, Maru's always going to rush in one game in the best of 5.
Well, this is his second try at this. Looks like this one's working a lot better.
This one the building's got to finish.
Yeah, putting the pressure on.
Oh, trap someone, trap someone. Oh.
It's kind of a big deal. He needs to stop these bunkers and not lose too many drones in the
Good
in the
hits on those
meantime.
SCVs. Denies the bunker.
Okay.
Second attempt.
God, this is so many of his drones that are out here right now.
Oh my God, he's going to get a surround. He gets 1 Marine, but there's still 2 Marines left.
All right, 3 have died. He gets that SCV. Okay, I think it's basically held for the most part. He's about to have 2 queens and 6 slings. And that SCV has like 1 hit left on it, I believe.
All right, these
Yeah.
Lings are going to make sure the Marines can't get back out. Oh, there's a Reaper here.
Ooh, I like it.
I like that. That was kind of an unexpected move here. I guess the harass goes on a little bit longer.
Yeah, the
But the
Marines
queens
would not
are gonna be
nearly
out.
as microable.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what? He only lost 3 drones, right? Not too bad.
I think so.
Not too bad. He's got double queen
It's
out.
mostly the lost mining time. He had so many workers pulled.
Yeah, it's definitely significant. Okay, his command center on the way now. Factory coming up. RagnaroK looks cool too.
He's like as a human being.
Yeah.
He's like a cool player. Yeah. He's
Well, when they do that camera shot, it's like, oh yeah, no, this guy knows he's good.
yeah.
You know. That's like what Maru does. Maru B's good. RagnaroK knows he's good.
Yeah. He's got the confidence. Okay. I do like the Reapers added in later on in the
it's
rush.
nice.
It's kind of cool. You still get to get control and try to scout.
Triple CC. So Maru really pushing forward with his economy here. It's pretty common follow-up, to be honest. Where does RagnaroK go from here? Is he going to throw down his 3rd hatch now? Maybe waiting for speed upgrade?
Yeah. Well,
feel
the
like he
Reapers
can
make it a little bit trickier, right?
Yeah, it does.
It's a really smart addition to this rush. They're on, those 2 bases. They're trying to not get killed, and then the Reapers are out. And with 2 of them there, right away. It's very hard to get a drone over there. But he does manage to get this one drone there, so his third has started, which is important because Maru's trying to propel himself into a really healthy economy game here.
Well, all right. Game's going to slow down for a little bit here. Layer on the way. Looks like Maru deciding to stay on bio. He did such a great job previously. Not too surprised to see that.
Stim is starting here. As the Vikings are going to come out and try to get rid of the rest of the Overlords so Zerg can't monitor anything. Yeah, we're setting up for a long game here, Artosis.
Those slowing zones can't be healthy, right?
To move through?
Yeah.
Maybe you live longer if you're going through them.
Oh, maybe.
Does it slow you down, or does it make time move slower in them? That's the question.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a good question.
You go on that.
We could
like,
solve that by throwing a broodling in there.
There you go.
They still die at the same time. So
that's right.
It slows you down.
If I go in there, does my heartbeat slow down to that of an elephant? Is that how it works?
I don't know. That's a
and then
really
I just
good
die
question.
because humans can't have that kind of heartbeat? Like, wow.
Imagine if all the units just died when they went there unless they were electronic units.
You make me run in there and I die, but you forget to check why. You're like, I don't know. I don't know if that was worth it.
Well, I can't go in and get you.
No.
All right. Yeah, you saw the third command, so that's valuable.
Yeah, and this means Zerg is going to absolutely start to macro up really heavily. That's why we have the 2 Evo chambers coming here. A lot more upgrades being thrown out.
Not too far behind Maru's WV. Starting to clear out some of these rocks so it's easier to engage. See if he stays just on the Ling Bane. Hopefully we'll see a Hydralisk Den coming up. I feel like he's going to stay on Ling Bane. I think you've got to do something that gives you a lot of power and maybe just hope that you can get the end game to go a bit better than on Thunderbird. I feel like that's a really good choice. Whereas if you go into Hydras, he might just get you, you know?
Yes. It's got to be pretty intimidating for RagnaroK because he's been playing so well, but in that last game, the way that Maru just squeezed him out.
It was awesomely done. It was really impressive from him.
Do you think there's something that RagnaroK needs to be doing differently here?
Well, one thing we didn't see was very good splitting of his army in the previous game, going for the Broodlord tech.
Okay.
Maybe he needed to work on that slightly. The thing is, Maru did play very, very well. We did see some counterattacking from RagnaroK, which was nice. I felt like he actually played better with the Ling Bane into Ultra.
Yeah.
You know, with some small exceptions, of course. You know, he didn't play a flawless game by any means, but I think that style maybe even suits him a little bit better. Oops.
Okay. Oh, he's just not going to drop there. Gotta be careful.
It's a tricky micro battle, isn't it?
This is.
Well, I guess it's not a micro battle at all.
Yeah,
Maru's
yeah.
just like, no, that's fine.
That Overlord came armed there.
Yeah.
That was a pretty funny little interaction there. I like that.
It was like, oh, how do you do this? Do you drop out one Marine and attack the Overlord and hope he drops Banes there, or how does that work?
Make him trade it efficiently,
It's
or
like,
how does this happen?
I don't have time for this.
Well, RagnaroK's creep spread is quite good this game.
What'd you call him last time? RagnaroK or something?
RagnaroK?
Throgarok? Throgrok, that's what it was.
No, RagnaroK.
No, you called him Throgrok, which was what was so funny because you didn't even get his name right.
Oh, is that what I did?
Yeah. And then I made a grok joke. I'm like, yeah, I grok that. It's okay.
And then I thought about making a croc joke, and I didn't.
Yeah, thank God.
Didn't say anything. Now, we're going to have a push-up here north of this base. It's at 3 o'clock. And this is actually a really good setup.
Yeah, look at
If
that.
he can get his infantry down here. Now, the creep is pretty total in this area, but if he can fish some banelings towards him and then target him with the siege tanks, like exactly like that,
yeah,
he's going to be in good shape.
Done. Feels like he needs way more queens here. Look,
I guess these banelings are intended for a counterattack.
Yeah, definitely.
It's kind of funny seeing the armory as part of that wall there, by the way. Okay, he's just staying out of range here. His queens.
Buying a little bit of time with these queens, but I mean, this is definitely very efficient for Maru so far. Okay, here goes the counterattack, though.
Oh, totally shut down. Nicely done by Maru.
Yeah, yeah.
Good pickups. And I love the way that RagnaroK split that up. Yeah, there was actually a chance for Terran to land somewhere and then actually keep on fighting, but
that was a pretty good cleanup considering. Ooh, nice turnaround there, trying to be as efficient as he can right now. 2-2 on the way for both players here. Maru's going to finish ahead of time.
okay.
The creep spread is looking very fine.
So he's going to unload down here at 6 o'clock and hit this expansion. And I don't know if there's really anything to defend here. So this might just... Oh, no, hold on. I'm sorry. The Lings are going to come in here just in time. And there's definitely not enough surface area. Seems I didn't see that when they were moving down there like that. And Terran's continuing to expand out now.
Looks like he has to bring these Lings up. Don't forget those slowing zones can mess up a retreat here.
Yeah, good point. Also, you know, the Baneling counterattacks have not connected with SCVs, so things are not going that well for RagnaroK here.
Nidus Worm on the way. 2-2 just about to finish up for RagnaroK here as well. His creep sprite continues to improve. He's got it over halfway through the map right now. But this is kind of the area where it's weakest, is up on that hill above his 4th base.
Okay. I think Zerg might be ready. Upgrades just finishes. There's a Nidus set up here. So if Zerg wins this fight, he could seesaw it pretty heavily with a Nidus counterattack.
Maybe. Having a little bit of a hard time. These two medevacs still making him run around quite a bit. Loses his queen here at the 4th. Nice little surround there, but not enough units. Uh-oh.
Maru. He can get it to the point where it gets a little bit snowballing. I like the pickup here. Does not want to trade inefficiently. Another drop's happening here. And you can see RagnaroK's having a hard time keeping up.
He is. Maru is multitasking like a madman right now. No anti-air. Luckily, he is making that one swarm host. All right. Well, we get some good connections there at least.
Okay.
This is pretty wild.
Yeah, Maru's flexing pretty hard here, man. He's been killing it in this game, but it's not over yet. RagnaroK could still come back. Yeah,
he still has some possibilities, but we don't see him getting 3-3. We don't see him continuing his tech. And those two things really scare me because, okay, there finally starts Adrenal Glands, finally starts an Ultros Cavern, but having a 2 upgrade advantage that Maru's going to have when his 3-3 finishes, that's like the bane of Zerglings, is being down 2 upgrades.
Okay, good drop over here again. Maru just on top of it. He's starting to outgrow him here. Again, all this harass is going to lead up to the possibility of Maru winning with a push. That's what we're waiting to see here.
Ooh, the Nidus is coming up now, though. Did he spot it completely? Okay, he's attacking.
Okay,
it. Looks like it's
all right. So this is going to get denied.
Reasonable try.
And there's another drop over here. And there's the hero unit swarm host.
Yeah, not going to do too much there.
Yep, that was Dark.
Yeah, Dark died in this game.
Yeah, Dark's out of the GSL now.
Nice kill on that Ultros Cavern, of course. Maru continuing to move through the map. God, there's just so many medevacs everywhere. Kills another base here.
Wow, okay, now that was a win that RagnaroK needed badly.
Does he get the planetary too?
Oh, maybe he does.
He better. RagnaroK with so little supply now, you know, he does not even get it. So he got those SCVs, but he's losing his army.
Yeah, I think RagnaroK's going to start to fray at the seams here.
Yeah, certainly he is.
He's scrambling to make more Banelings. There also, I think there was a Nidus coming up in the Terran's main. No.
Tried.
Was. Past tense, guys.
But he doesn't have enough. Ling Bane, you can't keep it up forever like this. Not with Maru picking off faces left and right.
Okay, he's going to unload here again. I think RagnaroK's like actually just about to die. I think that this is a game that is not going to end in a push, but like Zerg stuff blowing up all over the map.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Maru does not need to finish it in any other way. Seems like he's done enough.
Yeah, that's it. GG. Maru's just too fast.
All right, Maru, another round of 4. RagnaroK, this is a guy you got to look out for in the future. Seriously.
Yeah, you know, he played really well.
He played really well, but Maru was on fire tonight. This was some fantastic play. His bio, so on point.
That was just I really enjoyed casting that ZBT. That was really good. These players are pretty good. Bet
Yeah.
you guys at home say, I could do that. Well, you can't.
No one can.
Only, well, about 8 of